Hello and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. We're playing the hardest character. We're playing the robot. I will likely not make it very far, and you will soon see why. Robot does not have any sort of hearts. He only has metal. He does not have a heart. He is soulless. He does not care about anything in the world. Now, he does have some other things, like his gun. Pretty good. Earlier, I said that the Marine, besides the bullet, probably has the best. What hit me? That sucks. I don't know what hit me, and we're already down a shield. Excellent start, everyone. Earlier, I had said that the Marine has the best gun besides the bullet. I was lying. This is probably the second best one. It's got a lot of ammo in the. I mean, they all have endless ammo, but this one has a lot of bullets before you got to reload. Which honestly, he really deserves a better-ish weapon, because he has no hearts. I cannot collect hearts in any way. I can collect armor if I find it, but other than that, I am pretty much needing to play it very safe. Definitely the hardest, yeah. It'll probably be a shorter run. Man, I've been wanting to play some other games on the channel. Specifically one called like Guts and Glory. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's basically like 3D Happy Wheels. I've tried to record it like, I don't know if you've heard of Happy Wheels, but oh man. Brown chest. I've tried to record it like 3 times, but something about the game, it's not very. It must not be very optimized for recording, because it won't be lagging at all when I'm playing, but in the recording for it, I get this terrible like buffering. The sling, what an excellent weapon to get from our brown chest. I would argue and say probably the best weapon you could get from a brown. Maybe not the best, close. The best weapon you could get. How about that? There might be a couple contenders for a better something, you know, like a better passive or a better active item perhaps. But like, as far as weapons go, the sling is kind of hard to beat. What it does, you get to swing it around, right? And it does. Basically, the gist of it is that it deals bonus damage to bosses, and it's a pretty consistent boss killing tool all the way through pretty much all the floors, to be honest. Like, if we still have ammo in this and we get to the Lich, like, I'll probably barring I get something more incredible, you know, I mean, I'd be fine with using it on the Lich. 2 chests already that we've found. That's interesting. Another thing about the robot is that when you find junk in chests, it gets you a permanent 5% damage up. So the fact that we have all these chests that we may or not... Ooh, a key 47 would be amazing if I get 2 more keys. Oh my gosh, there's 2 more keys right there. This could be an interesting run, everyone. I just need, what, 10 more shells, and then I can get a key 47. Very interesting. It might make this run. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, we're going. We're doing it. We're doing it. Might make this run, dare I say, winnable, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. Membrane. That's a good gun. It's a shotgun. It leaves poison stuff. You got to be careful not to get the poison stuff on your body. But other than that, ooh, thank you. We're back at, I guess, what you could call full health. Let's use this to... So yeah, they have kind of like a bounce effect, which is kind of cool. No hidden rooms there. Also, I didn't finish explaining the other. We're in a pretty good spot, I'd say. I didn't explain the other effects of the robot. He's got this active item right here. If I remember, is it that button? Yeah. He drops a bunch of water on the ground, and his battery bullets, which he starts with, will basically make an electricity effect over the ground when you shoot over water. It doesn't have to be water from my active item. See if you see I make that. I think I'm immune to it too as the robot, which is good. We could go to a secret floor now that we have the AK-47, which I may do. I have to be more careful about stuff like that because, again, like I said, I have a very set number of HP resources, you could say. Give me my second chest. Oh boy, I'm excited. Backup or hip holster. That's that's gonna be incredible with our sling. What hip holster does is every time you reload, it shoots another bullet, basically. So it synergizes really well with it synergizes really. So yeah, I just reloaded and it shot off. Synergizes. I can't finish my sentence. Really well with our sling because our sling only has one in the holster anyway. So we're basically getting double the amount from it, which is going to be incredible, as you will soon see, because we will use it on these fellas. I'd really like to not get hit. You do not get an extra heart container for perfecting the boss, but you do get an extra armor. So it's like essentially the same thing, except it can go away. Oh, look at how strong this is. The sling is doing some mighty fine work, especially with double the sling power. That was risky, I gotta say. Let's play it smooth. Play it. Oh, you're out of here. You're out of here. Oh man, look at that. This is good. This is good. This is good. We can't use hearts. We can get one extra shield from that, one extra shield from that, and then we got this gun, which puts us in an excellent position to just go to the secret floor. I didn't pick up any more keys. I could buy another key and get because I'll never need keys basically. So like, ring a mimic friendship. I'm gonna get baby good mimic. I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it. Right there. That's a keeper. You're right, Mr. Keyhole guy, sir. Alright. We also still have 2 blanks in which we could... It's not in there. It's not in there. We could try in here. See if we find... And we found it. And there's 2... Yo, check this out. 2 shields. I cannot ask for a more perfect... Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Fossilized gun. It's pretty useless, but hey, I can't complain. I got it for free, right? Look at our shields right now. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. All right. Again, by no means of my own successful playing. I'm just getting lucky. We're going. There's no way. We have so many shields. Level 1, we gotta go to the secret room. We just gotta. There's no if and or buts, except for the one on my little robo behind. Oh dear. I didn't think this one through. I did not come into here with a weapon. I just walk in here with my freaking key weapon. Let's try out some different weapons. Oh, do those have piercing? The membrane could be much better than I thought it was if it has piercing and bouncy bullets. Yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Wow. Yeah, that's not so bad. Could be very good. Very good. There is a... Ooh, we found the secret room. Look at that. In our building, I work for the university. Man, we're getting chests galore, man. Do I want to break that right now? Yeah. Free chest. Okay, shoot it once. Yes, we're good. A gold one, huh? A gold shell from a brown chest. We're man, this is like we're getting that good karma back from our last run because we just got a bunch of bull crap from our last run. And honestly, like, I don't like to brag very often, but I think we were playing very well, to be honest. Like, considering that we didn't get hardly anything use that I would call, well, maybe useful would be an exaggeration, but I didn't get anything. How to word that? I wasn't given any, advantages really. I was given some good stuff maybe, but like we made that happen. We made it to the Lich by our own good playing. I would say. Okay. I never finished my story. There's a kid. I don't know. He lives in the building, and everywhere he goes, he just runs everywhere. Runs everywhere. When he goes upstairs, I can kind of hear him clawed on the floors above me, and I'm like, oh, he's going to get lunch or something, And one might think that I might get this armor. One might think that would be annoying. I just don't think so. It's not all that annoying. I mean, maybe to other people, but like, I don't know. The guy, sometimes you just got places to go, And I was thinking about it. The more I thought about it, it was interesting because it's like, why don't we just run everywhere? And I think the answer is, there's probably two answers, maybe more. First answer, I don't have the energy to do that. I'm not fit. I can't do that. And the other answer for people who maybe are fit is, you just don't do that. Like, it's like singing in public or something. You don't do it. It's just a social thing. What do I want to refill here? Perhaps the sling. We did use a little bit of that. And to that I say, I can understand why one wouldn't sing in public, because I really do like singing a lot. It's one of the few things I'd say that I'm pretty good at. I would brag about my singing ability, but I don't do it in public because not everyone wants to hear that. But like, really on it, running place to place is not bothering anyone, So I don't understand like the social cue of, well, we just don't do that. You just walk places, because it looks odd. You see someone running around, you assume, oh, he's late for some event and it must be semi-important or else he wouldn't be running there. But this guy, he just, if he's going to go get the mail, he runs over and he runs back. It kind of makes me feel like, if life really is some sort of virtual reality, and he was probably the main character, right? Because if it's like a video game, it's the, oh, that was close. We were playing it risky. Because in a video game, the main character just runs everywhere. You think to all those times you spend playing video games, and you don't stop to think about how weird it is that you're always on the sprint button unless you're out of stamina. You just run everywhere. Makes me wonder, if life is a reality, if life is a virtual reality, he's probably the main character. Oh dear. Don't do that. So that's what I think about that. Oh my word, where did you came out of nowhere? I was too busy. I should try to reload after each one of these to save ammo, because I have that extra, basically that extra bullet on each reload. So there's little reason not to. We are kicking it as far as shells go. Was there anything in here to buy? I could buy the witch pistol. Oh, I'm buying the armor. I'm just doing it. There's very little reason not to. Each one of those is like almost like a health, the value of a health upgrade, I love how this trap room leads to the end of a hallway and then nothing. And there is our second chest. Give it to me. Homing remote bullets. We've gotten this before. Any interesting synergies with that? That might end up being more of a detriment than anything else. Sometimes you don't want things to move on you. But we'll tentatively take it and see how it plays out. Like, especially with oh, this could be interesting. Because it pierces the enemy. You might be, oh dear, the chest bullets also go where we're pointing. That's also extremely interesting. Wow. That's interesting. Look at that. Oh man, this could be good. This could be good. Oh dear, we got to be careful, especially with the chest guy. If we also have to remember with the baby good mimic, because we forgot last time we had it, is that that once we get another familiar, it'll turn into that familiar. So we got to be careful that it's a familiar that we would want two of, I suppose. Like the 2 turkeys that we got that one time, it was cool, but like, you know, did I really need 2 turkeys? Nah, I would have preferred the DPS of having an extra familiar, and I was sorely missing it when I lost it, in all honesty. Shoot all this stuff. Did we get them all? More. Get out of here. That wasn't too bad. I'm not immune to poison. Okay. I kind of thought with like the whole robot thing going on. Maybe. All right. How we're gonna handle this sling? All right. I've said this before. Bublord, not very hard. You can know what his attacks are. There's a little less pressure normally because you can't get an extra heart container from him. So you take damage. The only thing you're doing is taking damage. Now I'd say there's just as much pressure playing the robot as any other character. I mean, oh no! See, because now that's basically like losing a heart container. Because I can't get that back. I can't get it back. Oh dear. At least I guess you could still say there's not as much pressure because it's not like you're losing 2 heart containers, you know? Because like you take a 1 damage on normal room, you lose that shield, and then you also lose the potential shield. You know, you have the kinetic shield that you currently possess, which we got another one anyways because of how room awards work. Laser rifle. That's a solid gun, you know. It shoots where it goes, you know. It does what it does. I can't speak words. It does what it do. It's good. We are gonna go get that extra shield. I think we came out of this room ahead. Poison vial. If I don't have an immunity to poison, poison vial, you know. No thanks. I think I can shoot this. Yes. Which we will take the extra shield and maybe we'll go to the other secret room. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I had a midterm and an essay due today. The essay I have not done. I prioritized this video instead, so you're welcome. I'm risking my classes and livelihood for my stupid thing that I mean, it's not like I'm risking. I mean, like, I think the way I see it, you know, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be doing something else. You know, I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, you know, I gotta do the YouTube videos, and that's why I'm not doing it. I'd find some other excuse to not write my essay if I wasn't doing this. So I don't feel too bad. Look at that. That's just an insta like useful health upgrade. I would love a good active item. That would be so neat. I'm loving this membrane with the homing abilities that it grants me. Hello, please don't shoot at me. Oh man, I gotta get in the habit of using that reload trick more. I think I'm gonna try to do that. Let's see how this works. Bang, 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 bang. I should. It's like free. It's free real estate, and it stays around for a little bit too. If you miss, you could possibly get it to go back around for you. It shoots less, so it's not as effective. Man, every time we get one of these chests, it's instantly like way more. Check that out. Check that out. Oh my word, give me free stuff. I love it. Okay, okay. I want you. Ammo? I'll take ammo. Where's another? That's useless to me. We haven't gotten very many heart pieces, which is lucky because if you know every single one of those heart pieces we get at the end of the room is like nothing. We might as well have gotten nothing. In fact, maybe it's even worse than nothing because you know you could have gotten something else. You know, what do we want to refill? The sling? Nah. Probably the membrane. Yeah, that's the gun we've been using the most, right? We have a shop down here. And probably a secret room. I might buy meat. Wait, there's no reason to buy meat bun. What are you thinking? 3 keys? Well, there is a reason to buy meat bun. This looks like a secret room. It is a secret room. It's a useless, useless secret room. Let's see. Oh man. On campus we get these campus cards. We get a basically instead of having like I know some other campuses do like you get to go to the dining hall like this X amount of times, you know, or food is served at these times, or you know, more like a cafeteria kind of style. I don't know. I don't know how common it. I've only been, you know, to the university I've been to, so I don't really know how it's done in other places. But like, it's more set up as a restaurant kind of thing. You know, you have a set dining plan amount of money on your card, and you get to choose where to go at any time and spend that money. But it gets a little confusing because we also have, like, we have like multiple currencies. Like we have like your dining plan money, which is like X amount of money that you're forced to buy by coming to the university, basically. Which is stupid because everything here is way overpriced, and you know it leads to this kind of like mentality of like, well, it's not real money, but it is real money. You paid for it, you know. You're not getting it. I mean, the other side of that argument is like, well, I mean, regardless of whether it's real money or fake money, it's not money I'm getting back. So I might as well spend it on something. And that's true. But like, you know, when I go and buy an energy drink and it costs $5 instead of like $3, plus maybe some $3 and some change, you know, it's like, huh, this is stupid. Because yeah, it's not money. It's not money I'm getting back. I already found the secret room. And on top of that, hey, we made it. Check that out. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm putting it there. Now we can go to that room if we so desire, and maybe we do desire, maybe we don't desire, I don't know. But yeah, we have multiple currencies. So we have that currency, and then we have like an ooh, I want it. I want it, and I'll take it. I want it, and I'll have it. And I'll probably come back for the frost amulet too. This suddenly turned from a robot, I don't know, to like a might actually win this one. How amazing would that be? That'd be pretty amazing. I was saying we have multiple currencies, so we got that one. We got the like orange cash currency kind of thing. Like it's basically like, oh, this one is the real money currency that you like. It'd be like buying a gift card. You know, your parents can like buy you money and load it up on it. And I don't understand the reasoning for having 2 of them. I suppose it's like if you lived off campus, you could fill your. I think that's kind of the idea behind it, is that if you live on campus, magic bolts is very good, by the way. Ooh, and we have a synergy with something. Oh, runic. I don't know if that increases the damage. I think it just. It says Abra now. Kadabra. I don't know if that benefits me in any way. It might do more damage. I don't know what the point of that would be, other than like, I think only people who live on campus in like in dormitories are forced to buy the dining plans. So as far as I can tell, the other currency is so people who live off campus can also load up some sort of card. But like it'd be better if they just put the 2 of them together. I don't know. It's just, That's just how I feel about it. It's like, why bother? Why would you do that? Oh, I don't like this much at all. I really don't. Okay, okay, just play it smooth, play it. Be chill. You got it. Speaking of be chill, Be More Chill, the musical. I love musicals. Have you guys seen that musical? It's pretty good. Wow, we just got a lot of good stuff. This is becoming increasingly... Oh my gosh, we're doing coin crown, play well, get money. Look at our shields up there. Dang. We are in an excellent spot. I am going to go buy that frost amulet. Oh dear. I would even buy the... Wait, how much does the other one cost? How much is this one? 1-0. Oh, we were so close. Is there any way to get a little bit more? There's no way, is there? We'll just go with the frost amulet. Chance to freeze. I just want it for the extra blank on each floor that it comes with, which is nothing to sneeze at. And we're gonna go to the secret floor. Screw it. Why not? We're doing it. Can't stop me. I do what I want. I'm my own man. I'm going for it. Now we don't have to worry about using blanks because we never do anyways. We don't do that. See, now we start with 3 on each floor. Yeah, I'm terrible at remembering to use those. So I mean, give me an item. Oh yeah, I never explained that. Full metal jacket. Instead of taking damage upon getting hit, it'll just use up a blank instead. And it, for the sake of getting an extra container, this is very scary by the way, for the sake of getting an extra container at the end of a boss fight, taking damage from the, by using a blank does not count. So that's nice. It basically like, it's the best way of getting Leadgod. This is interesting. How do we handle this? Like that. That's how we handle it. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I kind of lost what I was talking about. Was it still talking about the orange cash on campus? I can't remember the different currencies that how we have like, I don't know. It reminds me of those video games that you play where there'll be like 5 different types of currency, and it's just like, is this all necessary? I played a lot of Neopets as a kid. I love Neopets, but they were like all these like, I feel like maybe event currencies that like at some point they were like, hey, this is gonna be this really cool other currency, and then it kind of like fell out of favor, but like they never really got rid of it, so it just kind of exists. Like, I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever played Neopets before, but you know, there's like these doubloons basically. That's like a pirate currency, but like there's very little use for them outside of that very niche area. You know, it's like, well, why bother? You know. And you might say, well, you can just transfer from currency to currency. I'm like, but why? I mean, for flavor, you know, it's we're pirates now. You know, I'm like, cool, I guess. But like, did we need that? I don't know. Do we need that? I don't think so. Yeah, we just need one global currency, everyone. That's what I'm saying. That's not actually what I'm saying. Ooh. Do we have any guns we want to get rid of? I'm not a huge fan of lowercase r or fossilized gun. I'm getting rid of fossilized gun. I realize that the quality of gun you get out of it. So like I'm putting in 2 absolute trash tier guns, so I expect to get an absolute trash tier result from it. Yeah, and I well, actually machine pistol. I don't mind machine pistol that much. This is actually probably you know, this is good. I'll take it. I will probably come back for that armor, but I would like to explore the rest of the floor first. Let's check out machine pistol, see how this does. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It shoots fast. Shoots fast. Has homing. Pretty good. Pretty good out of 10. I'll take it. Better than both of the guns I had previously. I'll call that a win. But generally speaking, you tend to get worse tier guns or same tier guns. So you just, instead of having 2 trashy guns, you're left with 1 trashy gun. So you're kind of like, well, I mean, I would have just had 2 trashy guns and more ammo, I guess. This gun being said, does decent damage. The ammo capacity, it really does go through ammo pretty fast. But, you know, we'll just have some fun with it for a little bit before it runs out of ammo. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with bits and little stories to tell while I do this. But I'm running out of ideas. I'm not trained. I'm not trained in the art of storytelling and or improving, I guess. Which is interesting. A lot of YouTubers have like experience with improv. Like I know Game Grumps. I know Game Grumps. At least I know maybe both of them, but I know Danny from Game Grumps actually has like training, like collegiate. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but like I thought I remember him having like actual like collegiate experience in improv and acting to, I mean, assist with some of the bits that they do. I know it's not like, I know if you just have a funny personality, sometimes it's just good enough, you know? I mean, I don't think maybe Aaron has that experience too, but you know, they're both good at keeping up the conversation. Granted, there's only one of me and there's two of them, but then they've been doing this for decades and decades. But you know, hey, I'm still gonna hold myself to those standards because I hate myself. I wanna be mad at myself, so that's where we're at. No, I'm kidding, of course. It could not be more worthless of an item. Except for the synergy apparently, which might get me something. I don't quite know what that synergy does. Oh wow, look at that. That's the secret room. Do I really want to use a free thing on it though? I don't know. I do not know. I might come back to it because now blanks are much more valuable. It's a free, you did not take damage. Good job. So I'm very hesitant to like even break open a secret room with a blank because I mean, hey, I could have, you know, I could have taken one more damage and had it not matter, you know. Let's get something that shoot fast. Shoot fast. Shoot fast, do damage. No, that's not what I wanted. Shoot fast. Oh, these things are annoying. There it is. There it is. Oh man, the homing bullets. They're nice in situations, but like in situations where I can like force myself to miss it instead of hit. I don't know. It can be. Are you crying? Blood? That's hardcore, man. That was very hardcore. We haven't gotten the chance to mess around with the laser rifle at all. Did we find both chests as well? I already forgot where I found. Okay, it was right here. Yeah. I'm like, wait, where did I find that? Ooh, probably. Oh dear. For a second there, my key was stuck down. Oh, let's try to avoid getting hit. That's useless to me. Thank you for the useless item. Ooh. Yeah, this is a good gun. I mean, no, well, it's not good. It's good like fodder. You know, it's got a lot of ammo in it. You know, it does damage enough. Shoots in a straight line. You know, it's good for these types of rooms where you know like this room too. It's good for this room. These enemies probably not gonna do anything that I can't predict. So I'm just gonna shoot them with the gun that I know shoots. You know, no reason to shoot a rocket launcher when I know a couple of bullets will do just fine, you know? Although, that being said, the rocket launcher is significantly cooler. So, I mean, there's always the cool factor, you know? You know, probably should have just scrapped that chest, in all honesty. I would... Two secret rooms. What? Can that even happen? I didn't even know that was possible. There's one right there and one. Oh my gosh, 2 secret rooms. I've never ever seen that before. Was there any blanks in here? There was a blank in here. So what we'll do is we will hopefully take damage less than 2 times and then we'll come back and open both of those. Yes. Or we could open one so that we're guaranteed to get to both of them and then be like, well, we're just going to have 2 for this guy and then buy an armor if we need to. Or we just get another blank from this, and there was no point, and this is dumb. Well, well, I guess that's how it's going. We don't need to worry about the other one because there's a blank on the table. So even if we get hit all 3 times, we'll just go back and buy that blank and then open the door. We'll use our sling again. It's a little boring to keep on using the sling for all these encounters, but also like it's the sling, so there's that. Let's try to. Oh dear, we're already one blank down. Let's try to keep it at that. This the dead old king, pretty hard. Yeah, pretty very hard. Pretty hard. He's very hard. I'm very bad at it. Probably playing the robot and doing this, not an excellent idea. Probably didn't quite think that one through. All honesty, yeah, that's on me. That it really, you know, shoot. I thought that maybe we were good enough. Oh, we're stuck in a corner and I am stupid, and now we have no blanks. Okay, well, we have not taken damage technically. Let's try to go a little faster. Oh man. Nope. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, we tried so hard we took a damage. The good news is that on this floor, we do not get an extra heart container anyways, so, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I will refill the sling again. The sling is just way too useful for me to do anything but refill it over and over again. All right, that considered, we're buying the blank, or blyin the armor, and I'm opening that other. Give it to me. I am Brother Albert, knower of several truths. If thou seekest to open mine truth chest, then ponder mine question thusly. Dost thou feel lucky? You know? Yeah, look at our shields. We're not playing well. You know, I'd say yeah. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. Verily, it must be so. Receive thy reward, O truthful hero. I don't know what kind of accent I was going for there, but another armor and a plus another armor every floor is an excellent get. So I will not be of the complaining. We'll get another armor on the next floor. This is ridiculous, guys. This is good. Robot is a very hard character to play. We'll try Icebreaker. See how this goes. It's another shotgun. It's all right. It shoots 2 like shotgun ice blasts that freeze, and the last one is like a giant slug that, like, you know, it's supposed to break the ice, you know, an icebreaker and all that. It doesn't look like a shotgun because of our remote bullets, but it is. At least I think it is. I remember it being. But that freezing effect is nice. It's very nice. We're full on that. I don't quite know what to fill up. Let's try. Oh, let's try a machine pistol. We used a lot of ammo out of that. We still don't have like a good active item. Oh, see, that's the benefit of remote bullets. You know, you miss, it doesn't matter so much. Ooh, look at that. That's a lot of damage. Okay. We're on the 4th floor now. We've hit every secret floor except the rat. We never hit the rat because we never bought the key. Would I have bought the key? You know, with the robot, I just take too much damage on the rat boss for me to consider doing that as the robot. I am not good enough. I remember on one of these other rounds, I went to the rat boss, and we won, but like the only reason we were fine afterwards was because like we had to replenish like 6 hearts, and we were able to do so, you know, and I cannot do so as the robot, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say no, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. What are you doing? What happened? Look, more stuff I can't use. Wow, extremely cool. Thank you for doing that. Oh my word. Oh dear, I don't like you. Can we not do that? Okay, look at that. No more. Oh, there's more enemies. Really? Really? Okay. Oh, I see what it is. Ah. There, all done. Stop firing at me. There we go. These Enter the Gungeon runs are really fun for me. I do really like this game. I like playing more run kind of based games like this. I might play some Binding of Isaac here pretty soon. There's another one coming out called Eagle Island. I really want to play that. Very interesting. It's kind of like, let's see. It's more like a side scroller. It's like a roguelite side scroller. I'm sure that exists, but it seems pretty well done. Seems to focus on like comboing by jumping from enemy to enemy, and you have something like a Castlevania like esque. It's not like a vine whip, but like you use an owl as almost a means of, I don't know. It's, you swing around on your eagle. It looks cool. I want it. That's all you need to know. Not but this Casey. Ha! You think I can't do that? I can do that. Let's do it. Give it to me. Ha ha! I just lost one of my blanks. How unfortunate. I probably shouldn't have done this as the robot. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, we're back. And we got a blank. Haha. I remember earlier when I was like feeling lucky? That's me. Lucky boy. Give me something worth my time, please. Phoenix. That's not what I was looking for, but the Phoenix is fine. We have a lot of guns. We got a lot of shields. Defensive, offensive options. We're all good. You know? Can't complain. Pew, pew, pew. This gun looks much cooler than it actually is, with the flame coming out of it and all that. The burn effect is nice, but you just gotta get too close for it to work, for it to come into effect, you know? Especially as the robot, you're not really an up close and personal kind of guy. Oh! Don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. I am the messenger. That's how you win the game. All you gotta do, be the messenger. And then no one can shoot the messenger, so like you just win, right? Oh dear, that's poison. I always forget about that. Check it out. Give me something worth my time. Mass shotgun? Worthless. Nah, mass shotgun's fine. That's worthless. We have a lot of guns. We could like scrap another couple, just see what happens. I haven't been using mine cutter. Let's just try it out. Mine cutter, get rid of you. Blunderbuss, you know, haven't used that either. Throw it in there. See what happens. Give me something good. I'll take it. Especially with Coin Crown. That's a good synergy. That means every time we blow up a guy with this, we get a lot of goodies, which means we can get more of these blanks, which means that we can take more hits, which means that we'll win. We'll win the game. I'll probably, yeah, I'll take this. This is good. I mean, this with the synergy, it's good. Also, it's nice because I no longer need to use blanks to open secret rooms. I find I can use this weapon. So yeah, in a lot of ways, it's very good. Unless my compadre kills all of the freaking stuff so that I can't get anything. What is this? What is this? Fortune's Favor. It's probably better than Pistol Machine. I think that makes Machine Pistol much better because now it has lightning between its things. That's awesome. See, check this out. Check this out. Instead of wasting on my valuable damage preventing things, I can just do that and open this up. How cool is that? I hear you saying extremely cool, Cameron. Nothing is cooler than that. Except maybe only getting 5 shells out of a chest. Wow. Hey, you jerk. You took my thing. That's fine. I wanted this more anyways. Alright. Give me Machine Pistol. We'll check it out. We'll see this synergy, see if it's good. My goal by the end of this run, let's check that out. That's good. That's good. My goal by the end of this run is to get enough shields that I have 2 rows of shields. Oh my word, we are doing amazing on those shields. Oh, I didn't see you. I didn't see you there. This is nice. This is very, very nice. Ooh, man. Okay. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I think we're gonna win this one, guys. You know, it might be a little preemptive, but we are in a very, very nice spot. I talked last run about that I started playing D&D with some of the other residents of my dorm. I like how it's just a combination of a lot of different things I like. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun. It's on my mind because we were playing it last night. What is this? Polaris. Oh my word. Yes. Polaris, the more enemies you kill with it without taking damage, the stronger it is. I don't want to use it against the boss because that's just one enemy. Plus, Sling is better for that anyways. But Polaris is like the offensive power we needed to be ridiculous right now because we got all this defensive power. And I mean, we would have won eventually. Like defensive power, like as long as you got ammo enough, you know, like, oh, this is the harder one. This is the harder one. This is a harder one. Oh man, the secret floors are throwing me off. I could have sworn that we were on the 4th floor, but that we are not. We're on the 3rd floor. Which I realized as soon as we walked in, but I'm mentioning it now. Oh dear. But yeah, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons. We were playing it last night, which is why it's on my mind. We killed one of our party members off because they drank the jungle juice. You know, you never drink the jungle juice. You're not supposed to do it. I mean, I say that, but I drank the jungle juice twice, and I mean, I can't really say what happened because some of the people. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that on occasion they watch the videos I put out. So I can't really say, but I you know, they might be in for a rude awakening because when I drank the jungle juice, I'll explain a little further. We were playing and we got teleported to like a different plane of existence basically, and on this plane of existence there was like some sort of deity who was like, you know, hey, drink the jungle juice, random stuff will happen. And we were like, all right. And then random stuff happened. I think one of our party members just gained 10 max health. That's just awesome. I'm buying both of these. Look at that. Look at that. That's good. That's good. Just gained 10 max health. I think another one gained a vulnerability to lightning damage. So like, you know, there's positives and negatives and all this. One of our party members just drank this jungle juice. Mystical, magical, changing jungle juice and just straight up died. Just on the spot, like just insta death. I was like, well, all right. That was her second time drinking too, because like we were like, you know, we're going in for seconds. Because I mean, the first time around, like nothing real crazy happened. Like I think I became ambidextrous, and I was like, hey, you know, I'll become ambidextrous again. And then on that second round, you know, like 2 of us decided to drink again, and that was me and this party member that straight up died. And the second time she drinks, she just straight up died. And I can't even say. I'll tell you. I'll finish the story once my party figures out what happens. But basically you could say I died. You could say I died too. For all intents and purposes, I'm also dead. Ooh, another blank. Yes, please. It's pretty funny because also our DM has. Oh no! Did you see that? Did you see that? I tried to run the other way and it just didn't work. Not that we're down what, 1 blank. This is incredibly ridiculous. Our DM has a strong distaste for elves. Does not like elves at all. We call him Elfist. You know, it's kind of rude to elves. Can't believe you do that. But he is not like elves. Apparently, there's a whole story behind that. You know, when he was playing, you know, when he first started playing, his DM was like super into elves, like maybe, you know, a small elf fetish kind of thing going on. I don't know. which kind of caused him to be like, oh great, another elf, you know. But yeah, he's not a fan of elves, and both. So basically, the two of us that died were, I was a half elf and she was an elf, so we're kind of like, yeah, you know, I see how it is, you know. You just kill off the players that play elves. That's fine. It's fine. I mean, all teasing, of course, because you know we saw him roll the dice. You know, it was random. You know, we know that. We were just kind of teasing him on it anyways. But like, you know, we found it funny that he did manage to kill off the only two members of our party that were elves. So we're like, oh no. What is happening still? There we go. But yeah, if you haven't played, you know, I know there's a stigma around it. And maybe you know, in 2019 where Marvel movies are super big and nerd is kind of chic, you know. Maybe it's not as much of a negative stigma behind Dungeons and Dragons, especially with the rise of like long format DM like shows like Critical Role and Adventure. It's not Adventure Time. It's oh, there's another one. It's another really popular one that I like. But yeah, especially with the rise of those, like I listened to those far before I ever played Dungeons and Dragons, because that was like last week that I first played the Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe there's not as much of a negative stigma around it anymore, which I think is good. Key, I'll take the blank. Like honestly, just give it to me right now. I probably should have waited until we got to the boss, but I have enough that I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, you know, I don't know if that stigma persists or not, but I give it a try. You know, even if you're like, you know, that's not my scene. You know, the interesting about it is that I don't think it has to be like, there's so much that it can be just depending on what you want it to be, that it's like hard to say that it's not your scene, because you know, hey, you like you don't have to be a fan of role playing. You know, it really is up to the DM. Because you're like, I don't know, I don't want to pretend to be like this random person that I'm not, and you don't really have to be. Like, you're not comfortable role playing, like no one's gonna force you to, you know. And especially like, you know, our DM, you know, we don't really role play our characters that much. Like, you know, I like role playing, and I wouldn't mind if we did it a little more even, but like none of us, like our DM is the only person out of us who's ever played before, so none of us are super comfortable playing the game or knowing how to play the game right now. So like, you know, what's still in here? So, you know, it's totally okay. You know, we don't role play all that much, and that's fine. You know, some DMs are super into combat all the time. You know, if that's not your thing, you know, you can do some more social stuff. You can do more role playing if that's your thing. You know, it's pretty unique in that you pretty much just make of it what you want. I don't know. Like, I'm not really a big combat guy. Like, they've been talking a lot about, like, oh, what would you do if you had, like, a max level character? And one of the people we play with has been super obsessed with figuring out, like, the best character. And he's got all these different stats planned out. You know, if he had, like, an endless amount of money and if he got to make a level 20 character right now. Which is kind of funny. Oops, I could have sworn I hit roll there, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. But, you know, I'm like, it's not my scene, you know. At a certain level of play, you know, it's like you're either going to kill everything, or what wins comes down to who rolls higher, because that person gets to use all their stuff first. You're that powerful, just who goes first, right? But I don't know. It's different strokes for different folks, you know. Combat's your thing. That's your thing. That's why I've really been enjoying playing the kind of spellcasters that I don't normally enjoy playing. Like, I'm not normally a spellcaster kind of guy, because generally in video games, you know, you play like any sort of MMO or something like that. Your wizard is normally your damage dealer. You know, unless they're like a support class, which I'll play on occasion. Playing the magic user of the team means that you're squishy, you stay away from combat, and you just rain hellfire from a distance. And you know, it's not usually how I like doing things. This is much better than Fortune's Favor. That's fine. I'll lose the King Bomber synergy. No, I still have it. What? No, that's Coin Crown. What synergy did this grant me? What did this grant me? I forgot. Oh, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Give me polarity. Did I find the secret room? I do not remember. Let's go looking. Oh, I forgot to use Polaris this whole time. What are you thinking, Cameron? You literally have Polaris and you just beat this entire floor without using Polaris, which is honestly impressive. I mean, we're so ridiculously powerful that it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like, whatever. I'm not gonna go looking for the secret room. There's no reason really. We're way powerful. We'll pull out Sling again. You know, just pull out Sling. That's where it's at. Okay, we got Polaris, and no, I mean Polarity and Polaris. Gotta get careful with the. I used it there. I don't think I can attack though. Should have thrown that somewhere else, perhaps. I don't know. Let's try not to take damage if we can help it. Let's do it. Let's. All right. Did I take damage on the third guy? I don't think I did. Are we gonna have another lead run on our hands? It looks kind of like it. I don't know. We'd be hard pressed to not have a lead run at this point. Maybe. There's no reason for me to grab that, really. I don't really want to look for the. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for the secret room. I'd rather just keep my 5 blanks. Is there more blanks I can buy even? No. That's fine. Do I sell anything? No. No, I don't. Okay, moving on. Moving on down. We get another shield because of our Gun Knight Greaves that we have. It's crazy, by the way. I'm not even gonna try to count how many shields we have right now. I think that's a fool's errand. I'll go back to the membrane. I've been enjoying the membrane. Pew pew. Oh no, Polaris. What am I'm going the wrong direction again, everyone. Polaris, give me Polaris. So how this gun works is it has 3 levels basically. The first couple levels, it's very weak. It gets stronger the more enemies you kill with it. And it reverts once you take damage. The benefit right now is that even when we take damage, we don't really take damage. Not that that's a reason to start go willy-nilly and taking damage, but like the perfect opportunity to get Polaris to a ridiculous level. Also, one thing working against us right now is that our mini chest boy, who there's level 2 already, is sometimes killing them. Oh, please give me another blank. Yes, please. Is sometimes killing them, thus making it so that we cannot. But now that we're level 2, we should be able to kill them fast enough that it doesn't really. It's not really a concern. I don't know. Maybe it still is a concern. I don't know if we killed any of those. Hello. Don't shoot that at me. Whoa, where is all this coming from? There we go. We all good on this floor? It appears so. That's good. Let's go down here. I don't like this. No. What's still here? Oh, he's dead. Okay. Sorry, I had to focus there for a second. Wasn't quite sure where it had gone, and I didn't want to take damage because I still do take damage from fall damage. So that would still ruin Polaris if I had done that, because our Full Metal Jacket does not prevent fall damage. Oh man. All right. Once we get this to level 3 Polaris, that'll be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. Okay. Oh man, that level 5 forge, it's getting me all quiet again because I gotta focus. All right. Oh man. This is gonna be a long run. We went to both secret floors. We're gonna go all the way to the Lich. I mean, I think that we can safely say that now. I mean, even if I started playing absolutely terribly, we'd be very hard pressed to go through all of these shields and blanks. I could stop playing. I could turn this over to a 5-year-old, and he could probably finish off the game by hitting left click. I mean, this entire run, to be honest, like I haven't played super well. I did all right. Blank, I'll probably buy. Shell a gun, I haven't gotten a chance to see what that does yet because I just got it recently, but it's probably not better than a blank right now. I'm actually gonna hold off on buying the blank because I'm nervous enough about the forge and taking 5 hits. I'd rather wait until I know I will not need it. We're level 3. I do have to worry about you now. I turned it into a thing. Wow. So now Polaris is ridiculous. Very nice. I also started. Oh, well, I was talking about talking earlier about the success of like Critical Role and stuff, and that's been really cool to see. Even as someone who just recently started playing, it's cool to see people just playing something and enjoying themselves. Like I really like Critical Role. I like how they really egg up. That's not the right word. They really enjoyed like the role playing aspect of it and really kind of make that a focus. I mean, it makes sense. Like all of the oh no, thank you. I'm surprised it didn't do damage. Most of the people on it are voice actors of some sort or another, so it makes some sort of sense. How have I not taken damage? I remember the whole thing about playing awfully. Yeah. Please get out of here. Okay, we're good. But yeah, they're all voice actors of some sort. So like, acting is kind of the thing that they do. So they play to their strengths. Makes sense. I again probably should have taken damage at this point. There we go. I knew it was coming. I stopped paying attention, and there's another one. It's a fine. We got it back through sheer luck. Just sheer luck. But no, Matt Damon is their DM for that, and he is an absolutely incredible DM. I can't use it because I have no hearts. That kind of turns you into like you get like a vampire quality where you lose a heart container, but you can replenish your hearts by being close to enemies. No, thank you. But I don't have any hearts, so I cannot use it. There we go. But Matt Damon, or I think that's his name. I'm gonna be crucified if it's not. But no, Matt Mercer. What am I talking about? Matt Damon. It's not the wrong guy. Run Matt. There's too many Matts. Too many dang Matts. Matt Mercer is the guy who voice acts as McCree in Overwatch. It's high noon and all that. But he acts as their DM, and he, for lack of better words, he's incredible at it. He very, very like as a writer, I wish I had the talent that he has for improving descriptions of places. His descriptions of places that he literally improvs. I mean, maybe he thinks of some of them like the beginnings. I don't know. I won't. Maybe there's not improv. It's probably improv though. But like, they're very, very vivid descriptions. Everything's vivid about like how he defines what the characters are moving and how they do stuff. To some, maybe that's not super attractive because it's like, ooh, give me that black chest. Some maybe oh great, a beam weapon, just what I wanted. Found the secret room though. Some people are like, just play the game. All these descriptions are wasting time. That's not me though. Oh, 2 blanks. I'm getting pampered here, everyone. Man, oh man. They're like, descriptions aren't really my thing. But as a writer, I really appreciate the detail and like that goes into every single description of like, the gore that goes into his descriptions of how they attack, the detail that goes into explaining what each character looks like and what their surroundings look like and how they interact, and these details that would take me, I mean, it would take me like a couple minutes to come up with those kind of descriptions and write it all down on paper. But he's got like this wealth of like knowledge and descriptions, and maybe that just comes with experience as a DM. But it makes me want to learn how to DM. You know, if for no other reason than to kind of like work on those improv skills and work on those description, like coming up with descriptions of things. You know, like because I want to be able to do that for my writing. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to improv descriptions like he does. Why are we getting so many blanks? This is ridiculous. I mean, oh my word, we're crazy right now. If we weren't crazy before, like, oh, we are ridiculous. No way. All right. Well, I'm gonna go buy another blank, I guess. Whatever. Buy ammo in. I might buy ammo in the sling, perhaps. What I might do is I might buy ammo in the sling after we beat the dragon. Let's do that. Let's do things one thing at a time. All right, time to fight the dragon. Who is hopefully is he cursed? Is he cursed again? Is he jammed? Oh, he's not. Okay. It's gonna be not 2 times in a row. That can't be. That can't be. We didn't get any cursed items because man, oh man, that last run with the jammed dragon is it's not a pretty sight to see. Let me tell you. I am playing very horribly, but like, I mean, I could probably stand still for the rest of this boss fight, just tank all of the damage, and then just still beat the Lich. See, look at that. We're already down like blanks upon blanks upon blanks. Let's try a little bit, everyone. All right, we'll try a little bit. But like, I should be worried about that, but I'm not. I'm just not at all. At all. Oh my word, it's ridiculous. There we go. This sling was an incredible early get. You know, crazy offensive power, crazy defensive power, where we're coming close to making another lap on the amount of shields we have. Oh my word. This is ridiculous. Oh man, I lost shoot it. Shoot it. That should have been a 1 cycle, but I got a little jumpy there. But yeah, Matt Mercer, dude, I would love to spend an hour like, you know, talking to that guy and figuring out, you know, where he learns how to, or how he comes up with a scene. Because I remember reading one YouTube or not reading, watching a YouTube video where the guy's like, you know, I didn't like Critical Role because I thought it was, you know, it was all, by the way, that's a lead run right there. I thought it was all kind of faked because it just seems so, you know, I'll buy shell again. Just see, oh, it has a curse on it. I didn't know this. Oh no, what have I done? Gonna get that ammo for curse, for ammo for sling, not curse. I thought it was all like scripted because the descriptions, like the characters are so good at like playing off of one another, and he's so good at the descriptions. But like, you know, that just comes with the territory of voice acting and improving and all that kind of stuff. It kind of makes me want to, you know, take some improv classes because, like, dang, that's awesome. Like, for, you know, just for like this stuff, you know, like I'd love to do that. I took an acting class at not this university, a different one, because I don't know. I think I just needed some more credits to get my bachelor's. What are we doing? There's so many weapons, so many options. What to choose? Polaris, I think, is the clear, obvious one. And then hope for... I probably should have refilled Polaris, all things to be... I kind of wanted to say, like, all things considered, and then to be honest at the same time. And I kind of did some sort of awkward combination of the both of them. Didn't really work all that well. Man, I should be, maybe I should be, I have that that launch on reload effect. Maybe I should be using that. It's just so hard to remember, but I'll try to remember to do that a little more. Oh, we bought Shellington. Maybe we should at least see what it does. What does this do? What does this do? I don't know. What did it do? Oh, it's a different thing now. It's a giant head. What does this do? I'll shoot it. Interesting. So it turns into a beam weapon upon reloading it. I'm, like I said earlier, not a huge fan of beam weapons, but I can appreciate the interesting factor of having it combined. Another blank. Do we have like some sort of thing where we just, some sort of quality to our run where like, you know, just give them all the blanks. Just give them all of them. This is a scary, how have I not taken damage yet? Scary room. I'll hide in here. They can't find me. Can't find me. Man, oh man, that was ridiculous. Probably should use Polaris in there. I gotta remember to use my active items. Man, I'm so bad at remembering to do that. Ooh, I stopped paying attention. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Man, the jammed. I don't like the jam. They got too much health. I thought I rolled out of that. I totally thought I did. We're down to three blanks, which still not concerned about. There's no way we lose this. You know what I'll do? Oh, should I do it? I might just stand still for the Lich and see how that goes. Depending on how much damage I take in this whole shenanigans. I might just like see if I can just do the Lich by literally just standing still, because we have that much health. I mean, not health. That many shields that we can probably just afford to literally stand still. I might try it. It might be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. This is a waste of. Throw some bees at him. Take some bees. These are the bees' knees. I've been thinking about just streaming the end of Resident Evil 2 that I've been playing. You know, I'm liking the game a lot. Maybe love is a strong word. I'm liking the game a lot more than I thought I would. Oh dear, there's another shield gun. Maybe I was I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't stand still. I know I'm liking the game a lot more than I thought I would, because I'm not a fan of horror games. Ooh, this is good. Give me Polaris charge. You know, I really like the puzzle aspect to it. There's lots of puzzles in it. Up until they introduced Mr. X, which is the tyrant that chases you around, I was enjoying the fact that I could fight zombies and then go back to a safe room and kind of recollect myself. I can no longer do that to the same extent that I could. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to record that a little bit, because I feel like I can't really talk as much, because there's a lot of emphasis on listening for footsteps, taking things slow and quietly to like not attract attention. Kind of feels like I'm stuck in that a little bit, where it's hard for me to talk over stuff that, you know, I might need to hear where things are coming from. It comes down to that whole, you know, wow, it's harder to play video games when you're trying to record them, which is something that you don't. Oh dear, I don't think about as much. You know, when people will complain about like I talk about Game Grumps again 2 times in one video. You can tell that I am not entirely ripping off their format. I mean, they have 2 people, so I need another person to rip them off. I'll find one. Let's see. Let's get that up. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they're like, man, Aaron's so bad at video games, and I mean, like, I feel like he's much better at video games than he normally is while playing. It's just a matter of like trying to keep up a bit, trying to keep up a conversation, trying to think on what would be funny to say or do. Well, down to 1 blank, down to no blanks. While simultaneously trying to play a game. It's a very hard thing to do. Like, extremely difficult. Like right now, my commentary is suffering more than my gaming skill. I mean, I'm kind of down the middle maybe, but I could be playing a lot better than I am right now if I was just focusing purely on that, rather than trying to talk and have a conversation with no one at the same time. I mean, the other thing is that you don't know how a joke will land too. That's the thing about having one person. The thing about Game Grumps makes it a little easier. Oh, first damage to the floor. Oh, because it's our first damage, Polaris is now some hot garbage. I didn't really think about that. I didn't really think about that one. You know, with Game Grumps, if one of them laughs and the other one laughs, you know, it's probably like a fairly good indicator that they could continue down the path that they're going, you know, continue that bit. If someone laughs, you know, you keep going. Yeah, you have stand-up comedy. That's rule number one. People start laughing, you milk it for all it's worth. Man, man, oh man. Here comes the damage, right? But when it's just me, you know, I could say something ridiculously funny. I know I'm granting myself that maybe, granting that I would say something really funny a little prematurely. But if I say something really funny, I have no idea, and I'll probably just continue on to the next thing when I could have played that out, you know. But as it is, it's just little old me, all lonely. All alone, with not a ne'er but a friend in the world. Nay but a friend in the world. I can speak ye old English. Oh, jeez. Oh dear, I don't like it. I don't even care anymore. Do I really care? We're gonna win this run. There's no way we don't. This isn't even, like, to be honest, like, if I was watching at this point, I'd probably just turn it off, you know? Like, this isn't like exciting. Ooh, a chest. Suddenly got a little more exciting. Ask and you shall receive. But like, there's really no threat of me losing this run. Oh, we got a synergy with that. I'm gonna win. Super serum, huh? There's no way I don't win. What does this do? It just shoots larger bullets. Is that what it does? Did we win in a circle? Okay. I mean, I say that, but I guess we could lose. We'd have to get hit like 15 more times or something crazy. I mean, I guess it's possible. Worse things have happened, I'm sure, to someone out there somewhere. Probably not to me, because I'm a lucky boy. I'm finding it hard to tell the difference between enemy bullets and my own bullets. The risks we run for having a lot of things on the screen. This is nothing though. Like on our run where we had both the remote bullets and the crown of guns, like I couldn't even tell what was shooting most of the time. Cursed chicken. Huh. Kill it. That is a lot of health. I don't think it's killable. I don't know. I don't really care what I throw into the. This is good. This is good. I have enough defense that like anything that I try to do, I don't know. Whew. Man, I'm very tired today. Today was just like a non-stop, my Wednesdays are like that, you know. You kind of day plotted out. Mine kind of looks like I heard someone else say this. It's like a bell curve of like, you know, you start off when Fridays are fine, you know. People say that I never understood why people hated Mondays, you know, like you write off that weekend high, you know, you're like ready, you know, I mean, you can say, oh man, I don't want to be back at work. I mean, no one does, right? I mean, I don't want to be back at work. I don't want to be back at school. I don't want to do all these things. But like, you can't deny that you're in a better mood because you just had those days off. I think that's just how it works. Like, honestly, I don't know why people don't hate like Tuesdays. Tuesdays growing up, I always hated Tuesdays. Not so much, well, I still don't like them all that much, but like, I hated Tuesdays. You know? Like, Wednesday you can say like, okay, this is the hump, you know, like we're halfway there. Whoa, oh, living on a prayer and all that. You could be like, take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. And you know, Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. You can be excited. Friday, you know, it's Friday. Tomorrow's the weekend. And you have the weekend, and then you have Sunday, maybe a little bit more sober than the rest of the weekend, because you're like, man, it sucks that I have stuff tomorrow. But it's still hard to complain because you still have that day off. Monday, you just got off that weekend high, like I was saying. What's this? Cable tech stun. Interesting. But, you know, that Tuesday is just the worst. It really is just the worst. You know, there's no end in sight. You know, you're off the weekend high. You're not even halfway through the week, and you're like, man, we still got it. We still got like 4 more days to go if my math is correct there, which is probably not, because if I'm counting, that's 3 more days, because that's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like a 3-day. I mean, the morning of Tuesday can be like, man, I have Tuesday, I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I have to get through. Oh my word, and it's awful. And there's no, oh, it's the worst. I hate it. Always hated Tuesday. Like, read the Garfield comics. I'm like, dude, Mondays are fine. Tuesdays is where it's at. Garfield comics. I was surprised when Garfield became a meme. I don't know. Like, it's kind of sad. It loses that nostalgia to it. Like, you know, like, because now whenever I think of Garfield, all I think of is like a awful Garfield memes that I don't even understand. Like, I get that they're memes. I get how memes work, and I know that most of them you're not supposed to understand anyways. But like, you know, I have positive associations with Garfield comics and Garfield cartoons, and now all of a sudden, you know, not so much. It's the worst. They just ruin everything. Can't even like say Garfield anymore without without it being like a reference to the meme. Same with the Shaggy memes, you know, to a lesser extent, because like at least the Shaggy memes are like positive, I guess, in that like they're like, wow, we love the character Shaggy so much, we're gonna joke about how powerful he is, you know. And I'm like, you know, even though like now I can't say Shaggy without someone being like, haha, my power level, you know, because people do that. Like, if you say Garfield now, like, the Garfield meme is like not associated with like good stuff. Like, it looks weird, looks like bad, you know. Oh, I'll just stay right here, right behind my. This is why Baby Good Mimic is better than like having any other familiars. You just stand behind him, you know. Stand by me. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, so I don't know. I remember specifically a Garfield computer game. I don't know if it was like a website, but it was like Dr. Garfield or something. That had to be the most zany. Oh, yes. Other parts of the boss battle. That had to be the most zany computer site ever. I remember almost nothing from it. It might be interesting for a video to go, oh, hello. It might be interesting as a video to go look back on it and be like, what on earth is this thing? Because like they had like a weird like there was like a, what was it? Animal Farm was like also made by the same people who made the Garfield cartoons, so like they'd often cross over and people would be like, oh yes, or maybe it was Looney. It was something to do with like someone saw the success of Looney Tunes and they're like, you know, let's make that but different. I don't know, maybe it was the same thing. I don't know my I never really watched a lot of cartoons as a kid. Like, what did I watch? I remember Sonic X. Sonic X. But I don't even know like the storyline. It was occasionally on and I watched it because I'm like, wow, a cartoon based on a video game. Yes, please. I'm just gonna stand here. There's nothing you can do to keep me from killing you right now. There is literally nothing you can do to make this go away. I will literally just stand here and you can do nothing. Literally, you can do nothing. What else did I watch? You know, cartoons as a kid. I mean, Phineas and Ferb was kind of like when I was like 16 and 15. But like beyond that, you know, just didn't watch cartoons. So people are like, oh, have you seen this movie? Have you seen this cartoon? You're not cultured if you haven't heard of this band. And I'm like, I haven't. I don't know. I just haven't. I haven't heard of any of these things. Oh man. I'm like, I need to get cultured so I can make more references. That's the only reason. No other reason. Well, that was an excellent Leadgod robot run. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.